You look familiar. Are you sure we haven't met before? Trevor asked, his tone dripping with sarcasm. I'm pretty sure I saw you at some high-end business event. I just can't remember where. Trevor wasn't buying the innocent act. Trevor had stood frozen at the doorway, stunned to see the same girl who had once scammed Andrew's parents for donations, now living comfortably in his best friend's family home. Coincidence? Not a chance. His best friend James had passed away the previous year, and now this? Trevor was convinced Tamika was a fraud. To him, the whole wedding preparation sounded like an elaborate joke, one with a bad punchline. Sure, Tamika had made mistakes in the past, but she genuinely loved James. Rich or poor, suit or sandals, he was her soulmate. She only wished they'd met under less evil circumstances. The next morning, still ignorant of the full story and entirely too smug about it, Trevor made it his mission to make Tamika's life uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. Over breakfast, he turned to James's mother and casually said, "You know, James is lucky. Some girls are just after money, but he found someone with her own things going on." He continued with a sly smirk, "You won't believe it. There are women who actually attend rich people's weddings and funerals just to find a wealthy husband." James's mother scoffed. "That's ridiculous." But the tension in the room was undeniable. Tamika sat quietly, holding her cup of tea like it was a shield. When it got too much, she stood up. "I need some air," she muttered. Just as she stepped outside, James's mother called after her. "Tamika, dear, would you mind driving Trevor to James's office?" Ugh, of course. As Tamika and Trevor drove, he stole glances at her. He couldn't help but notice that Tamika was stunningly beautiful, her dark chocolate skin glowing in the morning light, her eyes sparkling. No wonder James fell for her. But just as that admiration was starting to creep in, a dark thought slid into Trevor's mind. "Can you park somewhere safe?" he asked, suddenly serious. "I need to talk to you." Tamika's hands tensed on the steering wheel. "What is it?" she asked, her voice low. "Do you have something to tell me?" Trevor leaned closer, eyes narrow. Then, without flinching, Trevor dropped the bomb. He blackmailed her. "Either you sleep with me or I tell James's family everything. That you and your friend Tamara used to scam rich people at funerals. That you're not who you say you are." Tamika's heart raced. It wasn't entirely true. She loved James, and she did not want anything material from him. But it wouldn't matter. Coming from Trevor, it would be gospel. Everyone would believe Trevor, and he claimed to have witnesses too. Tamika could already hear the whispers, feel the shame. She could feel the disappointment from James, and the hurt his mother would experience. The wedding was in 2 days. Tamika had only 1 day to either destroy everything she had worked hard to establish and to let go of the love she had for James and the future together, or to be a coward and take Trevor's offer. That night, Tamika couldn't sleep. She tossed and turned, debating her options: lose the love of her life or compromise her dignity. By morning, she had made a decision. She agreed to spend the night with Trevor. For Tamika, it was a night of shame and sorrow. For Trevor, it was the highlight of his miserable little life. And just like that, Tamika saved her wedding. She was a go-getter after all. She had always wanted to get married, and she really loved James. The next day, Trevor kept his word. "Enjoy your day," he said, "and let's never speak about this again." Tamika and James got married. They went on their honeymoon. Life moved forward. 3 months later, they returned with news. She was pregnant. The whole family rejoiced. Tamika was treated like a queen. She gave birth to the first grandson of the royal family. James' father named the boy Theo, believing God had sent a comforter after the loss of their son, Sam. Theo became the family's pride and joy. At age 16, his grandmother gifted him 40% of the family businesses and properties. He was respectful, intelligent, and a natural leader, everything a royal family could hope for. But fate wasn't done yet. One day, after attending a football match at another school, Theo and his teammates were involved in a horrific car crash. The driver died instantly. Theo was badly injured and rushed to the hospital unconscious. Panic swept through the family. The doctor broke the news. Theo needed an urgent blood transfusion. His blood type was rare, nearly impossible to find quickly. "We need to test everyone," the doctor said. "Parents, relatives, anyone here." Tamika, now married for 16 years and still adored by her husband, silently held her breath as the doctors lined everyone up, including Trevor and his new wife. Her secrets were safe.